This is an update on the Iran conflict. Donald Trump says that military options are ahead of schedule as 150 schoolgirls are dead in Iran from a U.S. Israeli military strike. 3 U.S. military members are dead and 5 wounded. He said that the U.S. will avenge the U.S. military deaths, which he and Netanyahu caused, and deliver the most punishing blow to the Iranian regime. Says the U.S. is undertaking a massive operation, not merely to ensure security for our own time and place, but for our children and their children, despite the fact that we were much safer under the deal that Obama struck, which drastically reduced the enriched uranium that Iran had. And when Trump came in his first term and pulled out of that deal, Iran jump started that program and got to the point where they are now, which apparently is not obliterated, as Trump himself said back in June. UK has come out and said that they will allow the U.S. to take defensive action from British military bases. The U.S. has requested permission to use British bases for that specific and limited defensive purpose. Again, there would be no reason for a defensive use of those bases if Trump and Netanyahu, 2 billionaires, had not launched the strike on Iran while negotiations were proceeding. Senator Mark Kelly, along with a few others, Moskowitz, Gottheimer, Landsman from Ohio, Fetterman, I believe Chris Coons, have said that they will vote no for a war powers resolution that would prevent Trump from continuing these attacks. All of them voted for a war powers resolution for Venezuela to stop attacks on Venezuela because apparently they weren't getting paid by Venezuela because all of them are getting paid by Israel. Mark Kelly has taken $4.5 million from pro-Israel lobbies. And he said that he would not vote for a War Powers Resolution Act that would stop us from attacking Iran and blowing up all girls schools and getting U.S. military members killed. So I would mention that something like that to him, especially if you're from Arizona. And again, Moskowitz, Fetterman, Gottheimer, Landsman, Ohio. They're easy to find. Please contact them, and not just them, but your representative in general, House, Senate, and let them know how you feel about us sacrificing sons and daughters for billionaires to escape accountability. 2 individuals have been killed in a Texas bar shooting and 14 injured. The suspect was also killed and, by reports, was wearing a Property of Allah shirt with Iranian colors. Apparently, he's been identified as a 53-year-old man. There's no more details. His name is Ndiga Diagne. He's a citizen from Senegal, and he's been in the United States for 15 years. And so it's very difficult with this current administration, deal with the fact that we are now witnessing American citizens dying because of Trump and Netanyahu, billionaires, launching attacks on Iran during negotiations. And now we're watching American citizens being shot and killed. Attacks like that, I'm not sure of the motivation of that. Attacks like that could be part of the escalation of the gray zone campaign, which we've talked about. Another incident that took place was at least 3 tankers were damaged off the Gulf Coast, and 1 seafarer was killed as Iranian retaliation for U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran. Iran exposed ships to collateral damage. Shipping sources and officials said on Sunday. These kind of events were expected and will likely increase. The foreign minister for Iran, Abbas Araghchi, said, nobody can tell us that we don't have the right to defend ourselves. We are defending ourselves, whatever it takes. And we say no limit for ourselves to defend our people, to protect our people. And any retaliatory strikes from Iran, they won't get Netanyahu, they won't get Trump. The billionaires who are sitting back in very comfortable spaces in Mar-a-Lago and DC and Tel Aviv, heavily defended spaces. But they will get innocent civilians and they will get U.S. military members. That's who they'll get because of Trump and Netanyahu, billionaires launching an attack for no fucking reason on Iran.